Hello, this is BGFH here, again back for another video, and this time we're going to take a look at something a little different, take a little break from the first-person shooters and stuff like that, and this time I'm going to show you a little kind of a puzzle action game that's kind of interesting. As you can see there, it's called The Wonderful End of the World, and this is another game that I got through Steam. Just bought it on a whim one day when it was on sale, and it's kind of cool. So rather than blab about it, let's get started. Yeah, all the menus over here, it's a very simplistic looking game. There's not too many menus, but all of the text is pretty easy to read. The font is a little bit, I wish it was outlined a little bit better, but the size, the size of the font is pretty good, so that's not too bad. When I go into the options here, this may give some people a little bit of trouble. Again, the fonts are big, but with the crazy background moving in that, especially when you get some white, like on that first option there, people may have trouble with some of the contrast trying to read what the options are. But like I said, thankfully the print is big, and that at least does help. Really not much to adjust though, so generally you're pretty safe. So let's head on into the game and I'll explain what it is as we're going here. Play. These are all of the levels that are in the game. I haven't unlocked them all yet, almost, but we'll just start with the first level because that one's easy and I can beat it no problem, and I can kind of explain what we're doing as we go. So The Wonderful End of the World is an independent game. Oh, actually, here we've got, kind of different options. We can do the level as normal. Once we beat it, we can do a free play, that kind of a thing. Let's just play it. And here we go. So, this is an independent game. A lot of independent game developers will release things on Steam, just because it's a lot cheaper than having to worry about, okay, I need to make this for the Xbox 360, PS3, or other modern systems, because they don't have to worry about getting it out in a store or kind of worrying about some of the restrictions that you get for Xbox Live and things like that. But so as you can see, basically this game is a collection little puzzle game. You have to figure out your way around the environment. You start out really small, and that was stupid. You start out really small, and the goal is really just to get as big as possible, as fast as possible, and to do that before the time runs out. We do have a timer. There we go. And really you just want to run over everything that's smaller than you and not go through there because I'm now too big. So we're going to keep on cruising here and see what we can collect. I think if we hop on the bed, I think that's where we can get some of our littler stuff here, and I can get bigger. If you've ever heard of or played the game Katamari Damacy and any of its sequels on the PlayStation 2 or other game systems, it's a pretty similar, almost identical concept, just a really different art style, or a different, instead of just being a big ball, you've got this kind of look going on. So I'm going to climb back up here. Oh my god, I'm actually doing worse than I thought I would. I'll just blame it up because I'm talking constantly. So, as I was saying about this game, everything else, it's really easy to play. You just use your WASD to move around like any first-person or third-person action game, and you just move the mouse. You don't have to shoot, you don't have to, do any other interactions. If you walk up to it and it's smaller than you, you'll pick it up.
End of round. Your final grade is A+. Well done.
And there we go. We completed the first level. And we'll go back to our level select screen here. That is just a cool little riff at the beginning, that first part of that song. Really catchy theme song, I have to say. Once I get out of another level, I'll kind of stop talking over it and you can kind of hear it a little bit. So we'll head into the second level here, and I probably won't do as good, but we'll give it a shot. you know, the look of the game is, like I said, it's a really cool stylized look. Everything is really bright colors, and mostly it's pretty easy to see. I really had no problem playing the game from a visual standpoint. There were a couple of levels which, as you get into certain levels, what happens is that you really almost have to figure out a definitive pattern. You can't just willy-nilly go around the levels and collect or look around for whatever. You really have to have an optimal run, because some of the levels get so big and there are so many objects to collect that if you don't do it in a right order, you're never going to have enough time toward the end to get big enough to get that high grade level. And unfortunately, to unlock the final level, if I remember correctly, you have to get an A+ on all levels. And there are one or two levels that, when I played this the first time, that gave me a lot of trouble. I won't, mention too many, but the damn internet cafe, for one. Anyone who's played the game probably can recall that. Cool level, but a real pain. So, and another thing I like about this game is that every level has a really different look and a different style to it. We had a little bedroom before, now we've got this cool little video game arcade history thing going on. Started out with in the middle of a Pong board, and now we're playing a really messed up version of Pac-Man. And if I can collect enough dots here, if I can collect enough dots, I can start collecting these walls and break outside of the maze. So I'm gonna try to collect a few more of these and then try to collect the walls. Originally, when I started trying to do this video, I wanted... Get out of the way, go. No! Okay. Originally, when I started this video, I wanted to show you some of the Steam interface and start out by talking about Steam. But there's a little kind of a weird thing about Fraps, which is the video software I'm using to record these videos, and I can only either get it to record the game, or I can kind of get it to record the desktop, sort of, if I check a box, but then something goes really screwy, and I can't just kind of seamlessly go from the desktop to a game, or at least I haven't been able to make that work yet. So hopefully I will be able to get that ironed out in the future, because I would like to at least sort of show you the Steam interface and even some other Windows programs, because I also wanted to cover a couple of just non-gaming programs that I figured I could use Fraps to record. But at this current state, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, I need these little mushrooms here. Come on, where's a little one? Crap. Yeah, I'm not going to do very good on this round. Okay, let's do these. And I'll talk more about this probably on the blog as well, but Steam is just a really cool service. If you want to do PC games at all, Steam is definitely the service you really want to be a part of, because most of the games you're going to want to play are there, and it's just a really slick, people complain about DRM and copy protection, but Steam really does it right. They've done a really good job with that. And the other thing is there are sales constantly. Every week you've got a weekend deal, you've usually got a midweek deal. Every day there's like a daily deal, and these aren't like, oh, here's 10% off, here's 5% off. This is like 60, 88% off, just ridiculous. So you can get individual games that way, you can get package deals, you can get just, publisher deals, they'll do certain publisher things.
End of round.
And let's see how we
Your
did.
final grade is
Alright.
A.
And I'll let you hear the song here
Spectacular.
too, when we get back. I'll let you hear the song here a little bit.
She's a goddess with a plan at the end of the world. Got a puppet in her hand, she's a pull and a string. A marionette that gathers every little thing and follows
kind of catchy. Just, it's a really odd song, but like I said, I can't get that little beginning riff out of my head. Once I play this game, it's kind of stuck in my head for a day or so. Let's do one more level here, just to wrap things up here. This one I'll do just because it looks kind of cool. As I said, I really like the variety of different types of environments you're in. And again, I'm probably going to be terrible at this level, but we'll see what we can do. But yeah, so Steam, I definitely want to talk more about that on my blog, and if I can, I will definitely do a video just really on Steam. Like I said, it's a really great deal because you get a lot of the AAA games, you get a lot of indie developers putting their games out on there because they don't have to, you know, worry about shelf space and things like that. A lot cheaper to do, and like I said, the deals are just ludicrous. You know, all the Grand Theft Auto games, or all the, you know, a certain publisher's games. I got all of the Doom games and, you know, all the id Software stuff at one point for probably $30. Normally that would probably cost, you know, 80 or 100 bucks, if not more. But like I said, you just keep your eyes on the site or on Steam, and if a game you want it will probably come on sale at some point. So I will probably wrap the video up after I complete this level, and no matter what grade I get, it probably won't be super, but I just wanted to do another video because it's been a while, and I wanted to show something a little bit different. You know, not just another first-person shooter, not really some more Wolfenstein. Although I do think that in the near future, I do want to go back and record the episode 3 of Wolfenstein 3D, because, you know, that's the infamous Hitler with the twist episode. And you can't do that game without doing that cool episode. So I will probably do a quick Let's Play on that at some point here. I am actually going to the NFB convention for work next week, which I will be leaving bright and early tomorrow, which I'm not really looking forward to. So I'll probably have some stuff to talk about there as well, as far as, you know, like, just what technology I saw there, and if anything really is interesting, that kind of stuff. Alright, let's get some. Oh geez, we got these big ones coming. Crap. See, this, when you get outside of the middle, this is where it gets hard, because you have to find the exact right place. Otherwise you get bounced back, and I'm screwed. Yeah, I'm not going to do very well on this at all. But, yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this kind of quirky game, something a little different, like I said. And you can probably pick it up. I would imagine even on regular price it's probably less than 10 bucks at this point. You know, it's definitely worth playing. If I remember correctly, I think there's also a demo. Oh man, yeah, I'm not doing very well. I need to find a way to get up on that outer section, but I'm not quite big enough to do it yet. So we're just going to run this level out, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully you enjoy these videos. If you have any feedback, let me know. I think I've kind of got, for games that don't have a lot of volume control in them, I think I've finally gotten that figured out, how to get around that problem. So we'll leave it there. And since I'm almost out of time, there we go. I probably got a B.
End of round. Your final grade is B. Well done.
Alright, so we'll head back to the menu here. And with that, I'll call this video good. And I will hopefully be able to make some more videos pretty soon. And until then, I will talk to you guys later.